Life is stressful. We have work, school, friends, family, other obligations. But what about ourselves? Do you have a hobby? Do you know what the benefits of a hobby are? My name is Carrie Weber, and I have 5 kids. Spent the past 25 years catering to them and their needs. And, I'll be cooking, cleaning, and for some reason, this child wants to float a sailboat in the toilet. And I would be, go find something to do. And you need to get a hobby. And they'd say, but why, Mom? Because, you have to explain everything to them. So I did some research on it, and I actually was kind of surprised by what I found. Um, and I'm hoping that at the end of this, you're going to get a hobby. Studies have shown that hobbies actually reduce stress. They can improve your overall health, your social life, your perspective. The Fisher Center for Alzheimer's Research Foundation um, has says that exercising your brain can create neuropathways that prevent dementia and Alzheimer's or slower it. Another thing with having hobbies, say you're doing puzzles and you notice that you're just not doing it as quickly as you used to. So you talk to your doctor about it and you find that you're in the early stages of dementia or Alzheimer's. There's actually medications and treatments to slow or stop it. And you found that out because of your hobby, So it's definitely something to think about. There's other health benefits to hobbies. You become more, you can become more social. Maybe you join a book club or a bridge club. Maybe just by default, you were walking through the park and you just meet random people that you see every day. It starts with, hey, how you doing? And then one day you notice they're not there. The next day hey, I noticed you weren't here yesterday. Everything okay? So you meet people. You become more socially active. The American Society on Aging has found that being socially active could lead to lower blood pressure, reduce depression. It can improve your health. And like I said, having a hobby can definitely increase your your socialization. So now that we've discussed some of the benefits of a hobby, what is a hobby? Well, a hobby is an activity that you do for enjoyment. Easy. So, there's sports. There's football, hockey, soccer. I know one of you guys likes soccer. Um, there's active hobbies. There's also hobbies that center around nature. There's bird watching, gardening, hiking, photography. Or if you're lazy like me, I crochet. There's crochet. It's not that hard. There's YouTube videos for it. There is drawing, writing, write poetry, write short stories. There's jigsaw puzzles. There's crossword puzzles. A hobby. There's nothing to define what a hobby can be. You can do, build model race cars and boats. Walk. So close your eyes and imagine hearing birds, smelling the leaves, feeling the crunch of the leaves under your feet, feeling the wind on your face. That could be your hobby. You could be walking through a park, fishing, read a book. I over the years, I've read books where I got done the book and I actually missed the characters, which sounds silly, but it was actually an escape from the real world. It I got my 5 minutes away. Like I said, I crochet. Um, that's another thing a hobby can do. It can take you back to when you were a child. I remember my aunt. That woman had the patience of a saint because she taught a 6-year-old to crochet. Either that or I was just really good. I really was that old soul everyone told me I was. Um, but I didn't. I pick up my crochet hook and I have memories of my aunt teaching me to crochet. It's one of my favorite hobbies. And what's great about crocheting is that in the end, you can only have so many blankets and scarves and hats and mittens. Well, you never have enough mittens, not when you got 5 kids. Um, but you have all this. You end up giving it away as gifts, and your family, you know, knows that you made something for them. That's your work that you put into it. You want to make model boats, model airplanes, and pass them on to your kids when you're gone. You can leave behind with your hobby. You can actually leave behind something for your kids that you wouldn't have had. Um, so, next time you're in Walmart, walk through Walmart, go through the craft section. And actually, in my area at least, Walmart's 24 hours. So maybe you should do that now. Go to Walmart, walk through the craft section, and see what catches your eye. Maybe you'll see a stone painting collection. That's a big thing right now. People are actually writing messages on rocks and planting them around, and it's actually a really, really cool hobby because you write on this stone, smile, somebody loves you, and somebody will find that rock, and who knows, maybe they were just really having a bad day. So what are you waiting for? Contact the library, search the internet. Because you know what? When you're happier, your family's going to see that, and it's going to come back to them. When you make time for yourself, even if you don't realize how you haven't made any time for yourself, when you make time for yourself, you become a happier person. When you take the time to focus a little bit on yourself, you become a happier person. So get a hobby, pick up some yarn, go get a stick out back and grab a knife and whittle away. And it don't matter what it looks like when you're done. It just matters that you take 5 minutes to yourself every day, at least 5 minutes to yourself every day, and do something for you. Good luck, everyone. Have a good night.